Good morning and welcome to another day of A Year in Miracles. This morning we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 47. So I am going to jump right in. God is the strength in which I trust. If you are trusting in your own strength, you have every reason to be apprehensive, anxious, and fearful. What can you predict or control? What is there in you that can be counted on? What would give you the ability to be aware of all the facets of any problem and to resolve them in such a way that only good can come of it? What is there in you that gives you the recognition of the right solution and the guarantee that it will be accomplished? Of yourself, you can do none of these things. To believe that you can is to put your trust where trust is unwarranted, and to justify fear, anxiety, depression, anger, and sorrow. Who can put his faith in weakness and feel safe? Yet, who can put his faith in strength and feel weak? God is your safety in every circumstance. His voice speaks for him in all situations and in every aspect of all situations, telling you exactly what to do to call upon his strength and his protection. There are no exceptions because God has no exceptions. And the voice which speaks for him thinks as he does. Today we will try to reach past your own weakness to the source of real strength. 4 5-minute practice periods are necessary for today, and longer and more frequent ones are urged. Close your eyes and begin as usual by repeating the idea for the day. Then spend a minute or two in searching for situations in your life which you have invested with fear, dismissing each one by telling yourself, God is the strength in which I trust. Now try to slip past all concerns related to your own sense of inadequacy. It is obvious that any situation that causes you concern is associated with feelings of inadequacy, for otherwise you would believe that you could deal with any situation successfully. It is not by trusting yourself that you will gain confidence, but the strength of God in you is successful in all things. The recognition of your own frailty is a necessary step in the correction of your errors, but it is hardly a sufficient one in giving you the confidence which you need and to which you are entitled. You must also gain an awareness that confidence is your real strength. In your real strength is fully justified in every respect and in all circumstances. In the latter phase of the practice period, try to reach down into your mind to a place of real safety. You will recognize that you have reached it if you feel a sense of deep peace, however briefly. Let go of all trivial things that churn and bubble on the surface of your mind and reach down and below them to the kingdom of heaven. There is a place in you where there is perfect peace. There is a place in you where nothing is impossible. There is a place in you where the strength of God abides. During the day, repeat the idea often. Use it as your answer to any disturbance. Remember that peace is your right because you are giving your trust to the strength of God. And that's it. That's our lesson for today. And again, uses that God word a lot. So if you are comfortable understanding that you think with the mind of God, like we talked about in our other lessons, and that God is within, then I would embrace this lesson with that thought. Don't try to think of God as something that's outside of you that's going to all of a sudden give you the strength that you don't have. It is inside of you. You have this already. It's just learning how to connect with your source that's within you. So again, as you're reading this and you're reading the word God, if you're starting to project this word as if there's a God outside of you someplace, just kind of go inside and regroup and connect to that place inside of you where that source of your real strength dwells. And it is you. It's the real you that we're connecting with. It's not the ego-based you that is searching for happiness and strength outside of yourself. This is where we go inside and trust that the strength of God is within us. So that's our workbook lesson 47 today. God is the strength in which I trust. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good to see you all here this morning. Saturday morning. Hi, honey. Good to see you. Good morning, Francine. Great to see you. Hi, Carl. Good morning, Colette. Good morning, Tony. Hey, Bob. Hey, Dan. I see you watching again. Great to see you here. Good morning, Cindy. Good to see you. I know, great lessons, right? Love these lessons. Good morning, Nell. Hey, Walter. Good to see you too. Good morning, Barb. Hey, Stacy. Nice to see you here. Hey, Nicole. Good to see you. Good morning, Mark. Hi, Yasin. Good to see you. So yeah, we're on workbook lesson 47 of A Course in Miracles. We started with lesson number 1 on January 1st this year, and we're going all the way through to the end of the year, 365 lessons of A Course in Miracles. And if you'd like to dive deeper with us, please feel free to join us in our private Facebook group, where we kind of break these down and talk about how they're showing up for us. And, we voice our questions about some of the verbiage. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to use some of these words. Words are just symbols of symbols. And a lot of our early conditioning has placed value and meaning on these words that needs to be undone because it's giving us a false idea of the power of what these words actually mean. So good morning, everyone. Great to have you here, and feel free to join me again tomorrow morning as we go on to our next lesson. But let's continue with workbook lesson 47 for today. God is the strength in which I trust, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Happy Saturday. Bye, everyone.